All right. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name's Sonia Javette. This is the live stream broadcast with my special guest today will be Black Light and Reggie, and then mm, Mr. Mobley. And let me finish getting my all these mouses that I have up here set up, and yeah, there was my brother. Okay, let's get Reggie up here on the screen.
Uh,
Bing,
check.
yes.
Hey,
Okay, hey Reggie. Let me bring Mr. Mobley to the screen. Hello, friend. How are you
Hey,
today? So
I'm all right. How
happy
are
to
y'all doing?
have you here.
good man. What's up, man?
Shazam. Nice. Happy Black History Month and no freaking snow. I have never seen that much snow before in my adult life at all. Last time I saw that much snow was when I was a child, and that
Yeah, it
was
was
a
a lot.
long time ago. Alrighty, so I know you are in a crunch time, so Mr. Mobley, let's get some quick information or quick insight about you, and congratulations on your new project, and Reggie, congratulations on your new project. Do you guys know each other?
We
Of course.
do, we do, and I've heard Reggie's new record. It's great.
Thank you.
Exciting, exciting. Okay, so for those of the audience that don't know, um, Mobley is also not a unicorn. You're not from Austin, Texas.
I'm not. I'm kind of from all over the place.
Sweet. The I call the native Austinites unicorns because
Yeah.
there's so very few of them that are actually here. Let me go into Mobley Road. Most of his forthcoming record, Young and Dying, in I don't know how to say that word, Occident Supreme,
Occident.
Occident Supreme,
Yeah.
while in Thailand. Wow. Finding inspiration as an outsider, looking in on his own country from a different vantage. Young and Dying is a song critique of white supremacy and theme Mobley felt even more urgently while not in the United States. Please tell us about how your project got formulated in your mind, Mobley. Let's do that.
Yeah. As you just said, I was on kind of a vacation in Thailand. I had some tour dates in Australia, and after those ended, I was I had the thought I don't know when I'm going to be able to afford to get to this part of the world again. So I should try to see some things while I'm here. So we popped over to Thailand, and the plan was to just relax, not work. I didn't bring any instruments or anything like that. But the first day I was there, I saw this knockoff Telecaster in the window of a music shop, and it was like $50, and I had never played one, so I was like, I'll just get it and I'll fool around, and I'll give it away before I leave. But as soon as we got to the this remote island where we were staying, all of a sudden all these songs started pouring out of the guitar. So I ended up making the record and actually tracking most of the guitar for the record while I was there in Thailand, and then came back here. I'm in my living room slash recording studio right now, and this is where I finished the record.
Are you using that same guitar in the video content as well that I've seen?
No, no, I gave the guitar away before I left. There was a taxi driver there locally who seemed like he would really like a guitar, and so on the last day we were there, I he didn't speak a lot of English. I don't speak Thai, so we kind of like through our like impromptu sign language was like, "Do you want this guitar? You can have it." And so he has it now, and hopefully he's writing some dope songs with it.
Wow, that's one of those amazing blessings to share with someone. That's very nice. Like
Yeah,
that. I try not to ask standard questions that everybody that you've already been asked before for any of the artists that come on. Like, let's do this one. If you had a superpower, what would be your superpower?
Teleportation.
Oh,
Easy.
good one.
It's easy. And I have to be able to bring other things with me when I teleport. I can't just show up naked wherever I'm going.
What about you, Reggie? What's your superpower choice?
I have to be able to fly. And like
To
fly as
fly?
fast as a jet, not like super slow. I have to go fast. But other than that, I mean, I don't think I need anything else as far
What
as
about
super.
you? What about you?
I have. I think my superpower is already music, so I don't. I've never been able to think about that. I was like, I don't know. My superpower is music. That's what my superpower is. That's what I know it is.
Fair enough.
Let's see. This question is going to be for Reggie. A favorite food that you or do you like to eat before you perform?
I have to eat light. So I'll normally eat like a sandwich. You know what I mean? It's never super hardcore. Just like some chips on my sandwich. I guess that's kind of nifty or original. Some chips and some, I don't know, just chips in a sandwich. That's it.
Is it like an hour before, like 5 minutes before, or
Mm, it's got to be an hour before. I like to go on pretty empty. You know what I mean? So I can feel light and then smash when I get off the stage.
right? I'm
Mm.
ravenous. Same thing, Mobley. What favorite foods do you prefer to eat either before or after you perform?
I usually don't eat before. I I like to feel light on stage. Sometimes I end up feeling lightheaded because I didn't eat, but I like to feel light. But after, um, I really like Chinese food. So if I can find a place to swing some Chinese food after a show, that's probably my favorite.
Right on. Okay, so I'm gonna put Reggie. I'm gonna put you to the back, and Mobley. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your first song that you'd like to do,
Okay.
so that and then introduce it, of course, and let us know all the details that you care to share about.
Sure.
So we're gonna put Mobley up here, and I'm learning to push all the buttons myself. Go, and you're on, friend.
Cool. So this song is from my new record. The record's called Young and Dying in the Occident Supreme, and this is the most recent single. It's called Mate, and the version I'm going to play right now is very different from the full version, but you can check that out along with a brand new video for it at you can Google it or find it at my website mobleywho.com. But this song's called Mate. Told a stranger everything about you. I tried to stop it, but I just can't hold it in. It's like there's something lurking in my body. I don't believe I'll ever get it out again. I think I've fallen in love on you. I think it's tearing me up on you. She's my mate. She's my lady. She's my mate. She's my baby. I think I've fallen. I
I think I've fallen on you. I think I've fallen. I think I've fallen. So there's a party and I said I'd make it, but I don't ever wanna leave this room again when I can lay here with my best friend naked. Why would I wander through a lonely world with them? I think I've fallen in love on you. I think it's tearing me apart. She's my maid. She's my lady. She's my maid. She's my baby. Plant me like a seed, roll me in your river, hold me in your arms. I long to be delivered. Climb me like a tree, drown me like a lover. Show me the terrain you want me to discover. She's my maid. She's my lady. She's my maid. She's my baby.
Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah.
Thank you.
Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Okay, push all the buttons. Good job. Good. Thank you. That's
you.
beautiful. Your range is amazing.
Thank you.
That's. I've listened to your stuff, but I guess I never clicked into the fact your range was like that's that Prince vibe going on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna put Reggie up into the front and bring Mobley and myself back. Let's see, push the button, click, and there we go. Reggie, all yours. Take it away, my friend.
All right. This song is off my album Full Time that I released in October. Um, I'm a hip hop artist, so this is gonna be really, really hype. Go ahead, Anton. Yeah. Yeah. Blacklight, hiphop.com. Yeah. See a lot of acting and faking and all of you aggravated, man, I'm bound to get triggered. I hear your raps, but I'm not offended. They trying to use me, homie, I'm by my business. No access taken if it ain't about figures. Figures, bros, what I do it for. Put the game in the figure four, and now they tapping out when I hit the floor. Me with Suchi, man, we cooking souffle. Gripping money till it's blue in the face. President stuff it in the suitcase. Money bags when we leave in the States. Get back, put more in the safe. Reinvest, now we raising the stakes. Black light, nah, never been fake. Something to say what you say to my face. Homie, what you mean? Hey, hey, like what you mean? Hey, like what you mean? Whoa, hey, like what you mean? Hey, hey, like what do you mean? What do you mean? Like what do you mean? What do you mean? Like what do you mean? What do you mean? Like what do you mean? What do you mean? Hey. Looking for the man, well, I'll stand up. Super plan, make the money pile up. 40,000 fans in the stands, Didn't leave them all with the hands up. Keep them on, ain't got no purple in the cup, but it's purple in my soul and it's purple in the touch. Ludacris, I'll keep your lips off my cup. Move off the way, you getting. Caught me a beamer, they need a LASIK. My fault, alkaline, y'all shit basic. Put on the beat and I turn into Jason. Kill it, I said I'm out and I'm skating. Oh, homie, you don't know me, must not hurt. Whoa, when I hit the stage, they lose control. Known to get bucked when I'm chasing my dough. Diving head first when I'm getting my O's. Wait. Hey, like what you mean? Whew. Like what you mean? Like what you mean? Hey, hey, like what do you mean? What do you mean? Like what do you mean? What do you mean? Like what do you mean? What do you mean? Like what do you mean? What do you mean? Hey, check. Black Light. Check me out. BlacklightHipHop.com. Hey, 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 hey.
Yes, King. There you go.
That's
What
that.
do you mean?
Thank you.
What? Let's see. Mobley from Bruce. Nice. Okay. Breathing, breathing. Thank you for your comment, Bruce. And I think this is one of yours, Reggie
Mm-hmm.
Dorothep. Doroth. I apologize for butchering your name. This person says cheers to Reggie. Okay,
Thank you.
more questions. Here we go.
All
Let's
right.
start with Reggie this time. What would your advice be for other artists coming up or current artists out there that I guess let's say top three things you would tell them?
Well, first off, get used to being told no. Second, always be relentless. Don't give up. And third, I mean, I don't know how to say you need to have confidence, but like if you don't feel like you're one of the baddest in the room and you're with other bad people in the room, then I think that you should probably do something else. But those would be my that would be my biggest three. Don't give up, stay relentless, and you know, be full of yourself but still balanced.
I respect that and receive that very well.
Hmm.
And Mr. Mobley, King Mobley, your turn.
um, I think I only have one. Um, it's kind of a compound one, but I would say I think when you're pursuing music as a career, um, it seems like for a lot of people, it's easy to forget that in particular, but art in general is an expressive form, and what it is for conveying ideas, for conveying messages, emotions, whatever. And I think we can get so caught up in the aesthetics and in um, the craft that it's easy to forget that you're supposed to actually say something when you're on stage. If you're the person in the room, in a room full of people, and you are going to demand that everybody else is quiet when you speak and when you make your music, then I think you have a responsibility to all those people who are being quiet for you to actually use that time to convey something to them. Um, so A, I feel like that's your responsibility, but B, this is a really difficult industry, and there's no one who can guarantee you success. And so I think for me, it's really important that at the end of the day, whenever my career ends, for whatever reason it ends, I want to look back and be proud of what I did while I was doing it. And I know that if I don't think carefully about what I'm saying and what I'm making, um, for its own sake, not like in order to advance my career, not in order to get more fans or any of those things, but just the thing that I spent all that time and energy making. If there's not substance there, then I will look back and feel like I wasted time. And so I would say people should really focus on that, and then the rest is the rest.
Love both
Yeah.
of your answers. Very, very positive. That's exactly right. Representation means everything. That's beautiful. I love it. Let's see. Oh, this is good. What start with Reggie again. What is your method of working, creating? Do, do you go hide in a corner? Do you go to the beach? What's your method? How do you create or
I
do does
think I think my main method of doing it, I'm such a people person. Like I like being around people. COVID is definitely messed that up. But speaking positively, so most of the time when I'm doing it, I'm around other, great people as well, who help me not stay conceited. But so I'll sit there, I'll let them, do their thing. I'm like, oh, I like this, and I'll write something to it. Or and when I'm wearing my producer hat, most times people will bring me their project, and then I'll be like, I think you need to do this, this, and that. So I would say being with people is my motivation to start writing and start getting in the flow, especially when I'm helping someone else with their project.
Truth right there. Very true. What about you, Mobley?
Uh, I don't know. It's just it's kind of a constant thing for me. It's for me, it's mostly about just taking the time to pay attention to it. Um, I know that a lot of musicians have this. A lot of musicians I've talked to have this. But when I was a kid, I realized that there was always music playing in my head, no matter what, and it was either I always thought for the longest time, oh, this is just a bunch of songs that I've heard, and then when I started writing music, I realized, oh no, I'm making stuff up all the time. So for me, it's kind of like I kind of think about it like fishing. You go down to the lake and you cast your line, and sometimes you catch a big one, other times you catch a bunch of little ones you have to throw back, but you have to show up and fish in order to catch anything. So for me, that's kind of what the process is like. Just sit down, pick up an instrument, or open up my recording software or whatever, and wait for the ideas to come.
Does that mean you have a fishing pole and a reel and a rod and all the little hooks and things in the cute little hat?
Metaphorically speaking, yes. I have all those.
Nice. And Doro says my name is Doro. Right on. Okay, and Bruce says clear and emotive. Great job. I'm gonna think that for both of you. Well done. Okay, let's get another song from Mobley. And Reggie, will you check your message from me that I just sent you? I'm
Yes,
gonna bring
ma'am.
you off stage and put Mobley up there. You're good to go, Mobley.
Oh, another song?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play the second single from my record. It's called a song called James Crow. I've been seeing the world through a dead man's eyes. When I lay me down, I did not rise. Then I noticed that I've been watching myself from a car outside. So to bring me round, it took me down a long dark ride. That's where I found him, man. James Crow, come and tell me what you know. James Crow, you're a devil in a daydream. James Crow, will you rig it to me slow, singing, take it all back now, take it all back now. James Crow, come and tell me what you know. James Crow, you're a devil in a daydream. James Crow, will you walk it for me slow, singing, take it all back now, take it all back now. You've been selling the world on a dead man's life, the kind that won't decay or fade away, a passing time. I play the scientific, I can't be tamed. Pray to a religion that can't be named. But all I really want is to crawl back in my body and be free. James Crow, come and tell me what you know. James Crow, you're a devil in a daydream. James Crow, will you walk it for me slow, singing, take it all back now, take it all back now. James Crow, come and tell me what you know. James Crow, you're a devil in a daydream. James Crow, will you walk it for me slow, singing, take it all back now, take it all back now. Is there a fever
worse than fate. You know that you're lost, 'cause it's gone from the beginning. I can feel it in the way that you are. You're James Crow, come and tell me what you know. James Crow, you're a devil in a daydream. James Crow, you're walking for me slow, singing, take it all back now, take it all back now. James Crow, come and tell me what you know. James Crow, you're a devil in a daydream. James Crow, will you bring it to me slow, singing, take it all back now, take it all back now. James Crow, come and tell me what you know. James Crow, you're a devil in a daydream. James Crow, will you walk it for me slow, singing, take it all back now, take it all back now. James Crow, come and tell me what you know. James Crow, you're a devil in a daydream. James Crow, will you bring it to me slow, singing, take it all back now, take it all back now.
Yes. Excellent.
Thank you.
Nice. Mobley, I'm going to put you behind the scene for a second. And Reggie, you there? Okay, cool.
I'm here.
What? Let me put us both on. And wait. Okay, nope. Remove this one. There we go. Okay. Let me do a real quick bite on Reggie's bio here. He is born in Central America and raised in Texas as an early musician from church choir, high school band, and eventually the recording conservatory of Austin, Texas. Been there, that's an awesome place. Has an affinity for music in various forms. After a 2-year internship at Matchbox Studios, he continues to produce and engineer music for bands from across the United States through his own recording company, Headbang Records. Blacklight continues to expand his reach as an artist, as well as been featured in both local and international magazines, performed in Mumbai. Is that how you say it? Mumbai?
Yeah, Mumbai.
Mumbai, India as an opener for Katy Perry. Wow. And Dua Lipa, I
Yeah, Dua
apologize.
Lipa.
And has produced music for and featured in commercially for a multi-million-dollar smartphone company, OnePlus. On February 21st, Blacklight will be releasing, or has released, his first single of the year titled Sometimes. That good?
Yes,
All right, cool. Take it away, my friend. It is all your set. And you got my message?
I did. Let's just try it.
Yeah, into the room, just there.
Yeah. All right. So this next song is outside. It was produced last year, but I just released it, like Miss Sonia said. So here we go. Yeah. Uh, yeah. 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 Uh, Shout out to my baby Sasha. I'm trying to line up my chakras, but the only thing that's lining up is glass, ice, and vodka. Since I ain't speaking in cane, they say I spit it too proper. This entrepreneur music for lovers, lawyers, and doctors. So take care of your seed, give them everything they need. Give some water as they feed and some food for thought to eat. Keep your head up in them books, always mind just how you speak. See them cops is dirty crooks, they leave you dead up in these streets, black man. Yeah. Literally the words that I said to my son in the morning. Kiss him on the forehead and send him to school. Man. Outside where it rains all day. It's cool cause it covers up the tears on her face. They don't stop dreaming, but you gotta stay away. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sometime. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. Frustrated, I gotta eat it and I need dessert. And I've been trying trying, it don't work. Said I'm about to hit a lid, gotta stay legit. But we don't hire convicts, man, that's the hurt, bruh. But then the plot gets worse. They poison in the water that we use to quench our thirst. They lock my daddy in the pen. They put his daddy on the shirt. How to say the government don't want me in a hearse? This that inspiration when you feel like giving up, when you down on your luck. Yeah, I know this life is tough, but gotta keep it moving. I am is all I trust, and I'ma keep it screaming, cause we don't give a. And if I ever shed a tear, I know I'll persevere. Alone in the darkness where I learn to conquer fear. I'm putting holes in the ceiling like a chandelier. And I'ma keep it black, black when the light appear. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, sometimes, sometimes. Sometimes. Hey, hey. Leland Nice, everybody. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, yeah. One more time, like. Outside when it rains all day, it's cool with it covers up the tears on my face. They say don't stop dreaming, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Sometimes, hey. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, hey. Yeah.
Bring us both back on. Bring us both back on. Bring us all
I hope
back
that was better.
on. Push the buttons. Push it. There you go, Mobley. Let go
Yeah.
of Mobley's mic. There we go. Okay, cool. Nice. Thank you
Thank you.
both so much. Okay, and Mobley, I'm aware of your time, so let me ask another question here.
Okay.
What is your dream project? To both of you,
Uh,
what's your dream project?
my dream project, like a musical project.
It could be, I mean, it could be a house. I mean, whatever. I mean, what we've been in
Yeah.
COVID for so long, and it's like, I outside.
Yeah. Um, I think honestly, I feel like I pretty much get to make my dream projects musically. If anything, like stepping outside of actually making music and looking at kind of the world that people have to make music in, I would say my dream project would be to make music a sustainable, ordinary,
Mm.
professional vocation where being a musician is like being an accountant or like being a lawyer or whatever. You go to school if you want to go to school, you get the training, whatever training you need to get, and then you just do that thing and make a decent living doing it. It's great to be super famous and I guess rich if you're into that, but I think there should be a lot more room for people to just, for most of the history of music, you know, recorded music isn't even 200 years old yet, and mass media only recently was invented. For most of human history, being music was just whatever the people around you who knew how to make music made, and that's what you listen to. And I would like to be a part of making our society one where there's room for people to just make music for the people around them and earn a decent living doing that.
Love that. That is beautiful. That is, yes, please make that happen now. Thank you.
Mobley is so smart and such a good talker. I'm so jelly.
What about you,
But yeah,
Reggie?
um, so like Mobley said, I kind of get to do what I want to do. As far as music wise, like producing for other people is like the highest thing for me. But I think that a really new passion of mine, um, I would like to as far as women in general, I would love for there to be more midwives. To help deliver babies at home and things like I know this is so out of the blue, right? But we had to go through since my wife was pregnant, we had to go through this thing where we'll have the baby in the hospital or we're gonna have the baby at home and with COVID and that. We decided to have the baby at home and then we met our midwife and there was so much more knowledge that went into the birthing process from a midwife would be at the hospital and you would think it would be counterintuitive, right? The other way around, but it's not. So I think like midwives are like EMTs, the underpaid teachers, that really, really necessary thing that society is missing out on. I think that's what I would love to do. That would be my dream project, to start a school, a foundation to have people become midwives and that be a sustainable job for them.
That's beautiful. Love
That's
that.
really cool.
Erica Badu would be like, "Oh yeah, I can help you with
Oh
that
yeah,
right now." And my friend Miss Tanya, she would be like, "Yes, I can do that. Let's go, let's
oh
go, let's
yeah.
go." Um, let's see. Well, I answered all the questions. Let's see. Does the audience have any questions? You guys have any questions for these two kings and kings and queens? That's what we are. Uh, Black History Month. This is Soundbite Production live stream, and I am so happy that both of these guys showed up today because I was like, I don't know if they're gonna show up.
Oh no,
Snow
of course.
happened.
Had to be here. Had to be here for
Oh
this.
yeah, this is super important.
I really, really appreciate it. Let me. Uh, this is an interesting question, but I think Danny Phantasma says, "What artist is your dream to work with?" Those are good. That's a good question. Either
You
one of
first,
you can
Reggie.
take that.
Okay.
Take both.
So I've kind of already worked with my dream artist. There's a guy in Austin named Mike Trey. I think he's one of the best lyricists I've ever heard. So I've worked with him, but I would definitely love to work with Michael Jackson. That is like an impossibility right now. But
Right
definitely
now.
when I was of course forever for the rest. But when I was like 4 years old, I remember watching him on stage with the jetpack fly off, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy is awesome. So Michael Jackson would be the number one. Oh, and Lauryn Hill. I would love to work with Lauryn Hill.
Michael Jackson, you could just do a TikTok video, do the split thing, and do it like that.
No, I want it all original.
Oh, well, you're going to have to go to the grave, sugar, for that. What about you, Mobley?
Um, I think this is gonna sound schlocky, but I mean it. I really like working with young artists who are just starting out, who are kind of still have the stars in their eyes, haven't encountered all the things that we've been talking about on this throughout this interview, all the no's, as Reggie put it, um, because it's really fun to. I'm a producer as well. It's really fun to work on a project with someone where it's just all new and all exciting, and and to see that glow that somebody gets on their face when you help add the right part, or you add the right amount of reverb or whatever, and it's just like, oh, that's exactly what I was imagining. And to be a part of those kind of magical moments, I think, is my favorite thing. So any really talented young artist starting out is kind of a dream collaboration for me.
Good. Generational wealth is what you're helping to do right there, is get the young people into the music scene and understand there is shiny, there is good, there is wonderful parts of it. But going through the nose is the important part. Have I asked this question? Who are your main influences in music to both of you?
No, I don't think so.
Let's go with that, Reggie.
All right, my main influences: Erica Badu, Lauryn Hill, um, Black Thought, Ludacris, Tupac, and DMX. I think that's where all of my styles come from, I would say.
Right on, right on. Mobley.
Uh, I always find this question very hard because I make a lot of different kinds of music. I I would say I'm gonna kind of dodge the question. Forgive me, but I would say that I feel influenced by everyone and everything around me. I very much feel like everything that I do and I make is me standing on the shoulders of billions and billions of people who have figured all this stuff out and made it so relatively easy for me to do what I'm doing. So I feel like I cast an extremely wide net in terms of my influences.
Excellent. Question from the audience, and then your time is up now. Yes.
Yeah,
Mobley?
I
Okay.
probably got about 3 or 4 more minutes.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Danny says, "What was your favorite songs you wrote last year and why?"
Reggie?
All right, so the song off of my album, oh, goodness, I can't even remember the name of it right now, but it sucks. I hate when I can't remember the name of because I didn't prepare myself for this question. But there's a song on there where it's like talking about me and my wife and how long we've been together and how like our businesses are, getting in the way of like truly like loving each other. Like I got to support her with her business, she's got to support me with mine, and then when it's time for us to chill, we're in bed sleep because we got kids, right? So that song, oh man, I wish I knew the name of it, but that's my favorite song that I wrote last year. It's on my album Full Time.
All right. And you, Mobley?
Uh, I I wrote. I haven't written a lot of songs for myself this year or last year. I didn't write a lot of songs for myself last year, but I wrote a. I did a project called "A Home Unfamiliar," which was this big collaborative visual album with 30 other artists, and I wrote just a little instrumental piece for it that was called uh, March 28th or something like that. Um, and that was probably my favorite thing that I worked on just because it was so out of the ordinary for me, and and it was the first thing I wrote after the pandemic really hit the United States. So that's my favorite thing I wrote last year.
Right on. Thank you so much for being here, Mobley. And
Thank you for having me. I really really appreciate it.
I am so honored to have you both here. It's been like, yay! Okay, I'm going to take you off screen and say bye to Mobley. And then, Mobley, later on, I hope we get to do our Instagram interview. You just let me know when you want to do it. You can do a thumbs up or a
Bye,
thumbs
Mobley.
down, whichever. He's typing. Wait. Let me bring you back if you're going to answer. Okay.
I was
No?
just saying thumbs up.
Okay. Cool.
All
Okay.
right, y'all take
All
care.
right.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. Reggie.
Hmm. Oh, I
This is
remember the name of the song. It was
good
Back in the
job.
Day.
Yay. Tell us.
The name of the song is called Back in the Day. Like I said, it's off my album Full
Oh,
Time.
there you go. Right on. And then we'll let this be our last question. Bruce says, "What would your favorite crossover project into a genre of music you are not doing now be?" That's
Oh
a good
man, it's
question.
easy. I would love to do punk rock. If I feel like my vocals over punk rock or EDM, I kind of hip hop has got a lot of EDM in it already, but um, I think punk rock would be really really fun to do on stage. I would love to do that.
I think punk rock is really close to hip hop as for me, because I
Hmm.
used to be the manager of a music rehearsal hall. So I heard
Hmm.
I heard like 88 rooms of different genres of music, and if as long as it was good like this, it was like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
The strangest thing I ever heard that I went, that fits, was Tejano punk. I went,
Wow.
yeah, that works. That totally works. So yeah, think of punk music and then Tejano, the speaking Spanish. I was like, that totally works. Okay, go. All right. I'm gonna close this out for today. And thank you so much for being here, Reggie. Thank you so much for being here, Mobley. Let me pull Reggie off the screen here and pull me up here. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm so grateful that you did. I hope you all have everything that you need and that you are taking care of yourself. And as I say now, my tag is peace, love, and psychedelic soul. And then we're going to close this out and we're going to put on the jam and I'm going to say bye-bye and